Hello and welcome to a Cuppa with So Timeless with me, Rowena. Lovely to see you again. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time, massive welcome, and I hope to see you again soon. So today, I haven't been able to do a lot of sewing the last couple of days, so I've been thinking a lot about doing this particular thing that I'm going to share with you today, but I thought let me get around to actually starting to look at how I'm going to do it and share it with you as a chance for us to have a chat. So first of all, I'll show you the dress I'm wearing today. Is one that I've made. It's a sort of 1950s inspired dress. Has concealed pockets, has a lovely wide skirt, and excuse my bare legs, I couldn't find any tights in the cupboard, and this beautiful sweetheart neckline, which I love, which goes out quite wide on the top here, and the good old 3/4 sleeves, which I'll be talking about in another video actually, because I've been finding out some interesting things about 3/4 sleeves, and especially with vintage clothes. So this dress I made for a cruise we went on last year. We went on the Queen Mary 2, and it was our first cruise. And because it was our first cruise, and I knew I'd love it, but my husband wasn't 100% sure whether he was going to enjoy it or not. We did a short cruise, so it was 3 nights on the ship and 4 days, and we absolutely loved it. We didn't even get off at port. We decided to just stay on board and experience as much of the ship as we could, especially while it was a little bit empty. Also, the weather was rather rubbish the day we were at port, so we decided not to venture out. So this was one of the dresses I made, because on Queen Mary you have to get dressed up in the evenings. Well, you don't have to, but to be able to go to certain areas, to go to certain restaurants, you have to dress up a bit more nicely. And on the evening of the gala, you have to get fully dressed up, go all out. Now, I'm just not that sort of person, and I had nothing suitable in my wardrobe. And I'd been eyeing out this dress for some time and wanting to make it for myself. And I found this lovely fabric. I'll come a bit closer to show you the pattern on it, which matched the shirt my husband got to wear that evening. So we looked pretty good together with a matching dress and shirt. And I love that the skirt is a wide skirt. So for dancing, it's lovely. So it goes spinning round. I love that. I put some pockets in because I love pockets, and yeah, it turned out exactly as I had hoped, and was perfect for the smart, sort of smart evening wear. Now for the gala evening, I decided I would stick with this style because I really liked the way it fitted me, but do it in a black velvet, to get the better, posher sort of look, as it were. Let me just grab the dress. Unfortunately though, it didn't quite work out the way I'd hoped. So it looked good when I tried it on at home in a rush, because I was starting to run out of time, and we were about to go on the cruise. It looked okay on. I had black tights to wear with it. I had some lovely black suede shoes which matched nicely, and it looks good. On a whole, it looks good, but it just doesn't work in this fabric. This pattern just doesn't work in this fabric. The top part works, the sweetheart neckline works, but then the loose sort of fit and wide skirt just does not go. So I've been contemplating, what do I do with this dress now, because this velvet wasn't cheap for one thing, so I don't want to just be binning this. I don't want to just give it away either, because we're hoping to go on more cruises, and so I'm going to need something. I need a little black dress, aren't I? So, because most cruises that you go on will have a gala evening where you have to dress up. I do like the 3/4 length sleeves, although what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of making this, to make it look more smart, make it more fitted. So where it's very loose around here, pull it in a bit, make it a little bit more fitted around that area, fitted around the waist area. Probably, let me just get that hanging. Probably use the natural sort of seams of the dress, which are here, to pull it in a bit and make it more fitted in this area. But then the skirt as well, I'm thinking to lose the bulk of the skirt and make it a more fitted skirt, so that it's more of a more smart dress. What I'm going to have to do as well, I think, is probably get a zip into it somewhere, because if I'm pulling all these areas in, tightening everything up a bit and making it more fitted, I won't be able to get into the dress. It does have some stretch, this velvet. It is fairly stretchy. I might need to do it and see. I might need to try it and see. I might be able to get it on. But yeah, probably up to about here is okay. And then pull it in all around these areas, a little bit on each seam to get it more fitted. Nice silhouette look. And then I've got fairly large hips, so I'm not keen on very fitted things. But for a little black dress, I'm thinking it's going to have to be more that sort of look, more than the wider look. So I mean, I have to experiment, play around. I think what I'm going to have to do is unpick up to this sort of area here, and then pin it with my ideas, pin it into place and see. And then the other thing I'll have to do is just narrow down the sleeves a bit, because it's very stretchy. We can probably do that. You can see the sleeves are slightly loose there. They've got quite a lot of give. Now I like the 3/4 length, but I might need to go a little bit shorter, perhaps. Maybe keep the same sort of length, but certainly lose some of the width of it and make it a more fitted sleeve as well, so the whole dress is more fitted looking, which I think will go more with the little black dress number. So when I finally decide, I've been looking at pictures of, I do like the 1950s styles, and since this is a 1950s inspired dress to start with, I've been having a look at the 1950s styles and having a look at some pictures and ideas of what I could be looking at, and I might pop some of those pictures I've seen that I've liked onto the end of this video to give you an idea of what I've been looking at. But I'll keep you updated as I do more, as I get further along with doing this, when I find some time to do it. And I'd like to do it in my own time, slowly, a bit at a time, so that when we do finally decide to go on another cruise, I'm not just suddenly rushing to get this little black dress done, but I will have a little black dress already in the cupboard. I think lengthwise it's okay. It's more about the width and not having it too loose around, to make it fit better. So if you have any ideas, if you have any suggestions, drop me a line. Please drop me a comment below, whichever way you prefer. I would love to hear your ideas, because I'm really struggling with exactly what to do with it. So I'd love to hear other people's opinions and ideas. And but thank you for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. And I do hope to see you soon again. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.